twisters.
Like, think about trying to get George Clooney nowadays to do a movie where he stumbles into a Mexican strip club called Titty Twister, and all the strippers turn to vampires and try to kill him. He'd be like, no.
Maybe. What do the strippers look like?
Oh, they were fine. I think it was.
No, I'm saying maybe that's what George Clooney would say. So who are the strippers?
Are they men?
He signs up for the movie, and it's like a Magic Mike, Matthew McConaughey turning into a vampire.
We need that from Dusk Till Dawn instead of Titty Twisters. Fucking Dick Twister or some shit.
Hell yeah.
Bunch of really famous male actors that turn to vampires.
Put the fucking name backwards from dawn to dusk.
Friends tell me, but friends don't lie, I'm told. All that shines ain't gold.
What's up, guys? We are back, chilling, smoking. Just got back from vacation, actually. I'm sure you can see I got a nice tan going. But oh my god,
the snow gives you a tan?
Huh?
You get tanned in the mountains?
Oh no, just how much weed I was smoking.
Oh.
It makes me darker.
Does it?
Yeah.
I never knew
Dude,
that.
when we met, I was white.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct.
And we started doing all these damn episodes, and
I forgot.
now I'm indistinguishable from the black man. Gosh.
So what's up? What was your favorite part about the vacation? You went on a trek.
What do you mean I went on a trek?
Like into Denver and then
Oh.
Wyoming
Yeah.
and then back.
Yeah,
after
no, it's
snowboarding.
8 hours of driving each way.
And then what, a 4-hour flight?
But imagine going on vacation, you're snowboarding, right? You go home, you're chilling, you go to dinner, get back to your cabin from dinner and stuff like that, and there's no weed.
What?
Exactly. It's worth the 8-hour drive. That's why we went to Colorado, because we had to drive. We had to pick up weed in Colorado.
Wait,
Did you say exactly? You said what?
I was like, wait, you didn't have weed?
Exactly. So if we had flown straight to Jackson Hole, like, I mean, obviously we could have maybe asked a snowboard kid where we could find some weed, but it's just much easier to go to
It wouldn't have been that
a legal
Gary
store.
Payton.
Oh yeah, true. Which is, by the way, is overrated, but that's cool enough.
Yeah, I would say most very well-known strains are overrated. And if not purely in the sense that some of them just get you too high, and then some of them don't taste good.
Yeah. I'm okay getting too high if it tastes amazing. But if I have to struggle through smoking it and I don't feel good, why am I buying this? But that terrorist attack in DC was pretty crazy. I saw that from the mountains. This black guy actually in Wyoming, he's like, thank God I'm in Wyoming. That's what he told us. I was like, I guess.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially being in the mountains.
I saw 3 black people last week.
3? Damn,
Whole
that's
week.
Probably 3 more that's ever been in Wyoming. Besides that Kanye Sunday.
Yeah, it was my like it was my sister.
Oh, okay.
No, I actually saw like 3 black people from outside of my group in Wyoming. Yeah. But that's how it is going over there. Like, go to even Colorado.
Yeah,
like, you go to Colorado, you're not just walking around seeing tons of black people, especially if you get outside of Denver.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, really, most, like Oklahoma, same thing. I'm sure all the states like in the middle, what is that called? The Midwest?
No,
Where's Colorado? Just the middle?
that's like it's Mountain West.
Oh, okay.
Midwest is Ohio, Illinois,
Oh yeah,
West
true.
Virginia. Like, that's like the Rust Belt over there or whatever.
West Virginia.
Oh, yeah, the people that really went over there to the Capitol.
Yeah.
More than likely.
That's 100% who did
More than
it.
like the people that are really that passionate about going there, plus don't have jobs, that have time to go in the middle of the week to go over there.
That was
Probably
crazy. I
people
remember.
from West Virginia.
So I didn't really know any of this was happening. Sometimes I just go off grid. I put my phone down, try to relax, and I've just been obsessively trading crypto. So like I was only paying attention to that, and I jumped back in when the lady had gotten shot, and I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
There's people invading the fucking Capitol. GP goes on vacation for 6 days, and the fucking world is gonna end now.
I'm saying, and we're not even here to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I can't live stream the end of the world while smoking in the studio with fucking SpongeBob.
I'm dead.
Yeah, but that was one of the craziest things I've ever witnessed.
It's one of the crazy things any American could have ever witnessed.
Happening on American soil.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, I can believe it happened, but I wasn't expecting it.
Right.
I was like, what the fuck? But I'm glad, it seems to have settled as quickly as it could. Because I was thinking, shit, what if this lasts like a week? They just stayed, they camp in there like that happened. I think it happened in like Oregon or some shit. Where they like overtook a government building for a week. Just camped in that hoe.
Oh, that can't happen.
Yeah. But I was like, shit. Then it would
dude
delay.
we're talking about. They're talking about the Capitol building in the United States of America.
What if they chose not to leave? What do you think they start doing? Do they
go in
just
there and kill them?
Mowing them down?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be crazy. But I don't know.
I don't think President Trump would make that order, though.
To mow them down?
But he would literally have no choice if they got violent. And that was the next step. They were destroying shit. So the next step after destroying shit, I mean, this is what they assume when people are rioting and stuff on the street. They assume that when people go from a peaceful protest, that they're going to start destroying shit and then start hurting people. And in this case, I guess they assume that wouldn't happen. But if they really went in there and occupied that hoe,
yeah.
You know how embarrassing that would be for the U.S.?
Hell yeah. All things considered, I think
Hicks went out there to occupy that thing.
Oh my god! As terrible as it was, I think it ended in the best way it could have. Because I was like, shit, if they started camping out, and then it ended in a scenario where you really do got the army or the feds having to bust down the doors of the Capitol and just start mowing people down in an all-out battle. That's what it would be.
All on camera.
Yeah, it would be an all-out
and we would watch it all because it'd all be on camera.
Yeah, all live streamed. It would be... That's what I was worried about happening. So luckily, I think it seems like they got in there and they were like, holy shit, we might actually go to prison for like 20 years. Yeah. We might need to recalibrate a bit. Mm-hmm. And were they strapped? I didn't really look at videos. Did a lot of them have guns? Because I saw them axes had weapons, and shit. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm more scared of the motherfucker that picked up the axe. I'm not saying that it's more dangerous, but the mindset of the person that said, all right, I will successfully overtake the United States Capitol building with an axe. That person's brain, a smarter person has the automatic rifle or something. You know what I mean? They're ready for war. That guy went outside and found a gardening tool.
Yeah, a club.
And said, I'm going to take over the United States Capitol building.
And it almost worked.
Oh, that just shows you privilege, though.
That guy almost became president.
That was just privilege. He almost became Nancy Pelosi. You saw that guy at Nancy Pelosi's desk with his feet up?
Yeah.
What if he just turned into Nancy Pelosi?
The craziest thing is their complete lack of game plan. It must be that they were chilling at a bar. They got really drunk.
Up, yeah.
They were like, let's storm this shit. And they all get
riled up. A little bit of ketamine,
up.
probably.
Yeah, all sorts of the typical drugs that the West Virginians be taking.
Or whoever's doing that stuff.
But I mean, it didn't seem rational, at least as crazy and as the fucking, I guess you could say, intense as the Antifa people are when they riot and shit.
Yeah.
They have a plan. They're in and out of the city. They're masked up.
They're hitting a lick.
They're ready for...
They're hitting a lick.
They're ready. With these people, they were just like, well, we're storming the Capitol. Our pictures are going to be scattered across the world. The facial recognition is going to get us for sure. If not, the Reddit community will.
Mm-hmm. So if not, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram community will.
Almost in a way, it makes me respect it a little bit more. No. Because they burst in knowing they're serving 20 years.
They don't know that.
Oh, brother. I mean, at least 5. At least 5.
Well, they don't know that.
Hell yeah.
They went in with an axe, Sergio. What do you know when you walk into some of the most heavily guarded places on Earth with an axe? How much do you think you know with an axe?
No, I mean, I think they had to at least think that they were going to get caught.
No.
So what do you think his outcome was? He thinks he's becoming president?
What do you think? So what I think was going through those people's brains?
Yeah.
We are fighting on behalf of the American democracy. And when we succeed in scaring these people into keeping the rightful president or saving this cheating election from destroying our country, we will be let go because we have done America's work. I think that's what's going through their head. I don't think it's, I'm going to serve prison time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's probably
But we're
right.
minorities. We think about serving prison time.
Yeah.
They don't think about serving prison time, bro.
No, I could see them being. That's exactly thinking. Like once
Every
we save,
single thing I think about
Trump
is
will pardon
how long
us
is it
once
gonna
we
send me to
save
prison?
America. Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, for sure. No, that's probably what it was. Because to be that crazy, you really can't be considering going to prison.
Bro, that's not.
Like you're not considering consequence in your action. They
You
probably
said-
really thought
Yeah.
that they're okay. So once we break in, we're gonna do this and that, and then Trump is gonna remain president, and he'll just pardon us
Exactly.
because we saved the day.
Because we saved the day.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Because do you think about how they left the house? Did they leave the house saying,
here goes prison?
"Hey, honey, you may never see me again. It's been nice being your daddy"? Or did they say, "Have the meat steak ready for dinner"?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
gonna
saying?
Save the world.
I'm gonna save the world. Exactly.
Now that has to be what their thought process.
You know.
is. I guess anybody that participates in an action like that has to really think that they're
They're gonna make a
participating in
difference.
some savior process or being a
Exactly.
hero. You have to be
Exactly.
the hero in the story.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that makes sense. I would hope there was at least some of them that were just like, just get caught up in the moment. They're like, fuck it, I'll go to prison. But the people who were leading the charge were definitely thinking of themselves as the hero.
And I think of it as a terrorist attack, and a lot of terrorists think they're heroes.
That's 100% true.
Because
they're fighting. They're always fighting for the greater good.
Protesters are ready to go to prison. Like that's the difference. Like protesters are actually ready to go to prison. Like that's what they do. You go to jail. They stay out there long enough, and even if it's peaceful, non-peaceful, whatever, you go to jail.
Yeah.
But when it comes to what they were doing, their allowed terrorist attack, it was just like, I don't know. I don't think those people really had. I think you're right, and they had absolutely no plan.
Yeah, it seems like just a drunk decision to storm the Capitol.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they probably got farther than they thought they would.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think maybe
Trump.
they would like.
I think it's like Donald Trump.
Yeah, like I think they were like, yeah, we'll get to like the first or second barrier, make our statement, and the next thing you know, they're like, holy shit, we're actually in this bitch. What do we do now? Let's steal paintings that I'll never be able to sell. You know, like what are you doing? At least the guys, you know, some of them that posed in the shit, like that's at least pretty legendary. Like for his battle, whatever battle they think they're fighting.
Yeah.
Like, that's a funny picture from now on, but
Yeah, for him and his like stupid ass friend.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like in
He
his
can frame
circle.
it. He can frame it up in his cell for
Like,
like the next
that's-
20 years.
That's got to be his proudest
can.
accomplishment. Like the guy that was like in the Viking suit, painted face, fucking posing on the Supreme Court. Like that's his life accomplishment right there. It has to be.
His life accomplishment might get him sent away for.
Oh, absolutely. As it should.
Yeah. And whoever gets
They
caught,
really need to come down hard on these people, to be
oh,
honest.
they
Like,
have to, or people will
Yeah,
do it again easily.
exactly.
Honestly, like they have to come down really, really hard.
I'm thinking minimum 5 years.
Yeah.
Minimum.
And the people,
Anything under that would be like, nah, this is.
bro, the people who stole and desecrated federal property. I have seen people go to jail for smoking weed in a federal park.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro? So much, dude. This is supposed to be our nation's like most sacred buildings.
Yeah.
People are stealing and things like, and it's that easy to just walk in and just take shit. Like that person with the laptop. Say it was someone who was working with some enemy of the U.S. You know what I'm saying? He walked in and just took the laptop, and walked back out. What?
Yeah. No, it is one of the weirder things ever, especially considering the day that they chose to do it. Like, it'd be different if it was a day that the Supreme Court is off and they just wanted to break in and cause a little bit of mayhem.
in that hoe.
Yeah, like they were in it.
Yeah.
Like really fucking had to escape. Fucking, I think they found some pipe bombs and shit. So like it was
terrorism, bro.
100%. It's crazy that it happened too. And all things considered, it still ended exactly as the day should have
Yeah,
begun.
but they
Just
wouldn't
Biden
have to
becoming
go on this
president.
manhunt if they had just, bro, even arrested the people. I'm not even asking them to have mowed them down. If they had just peacefully put them in handcuffs and then taken them to the local jail and let them go, at least get their name,
Yeah.
they'd let them walk back out.
Yeah, that'll be interesting
Did
to
you see that? I know you saw the videos of the police, some of the police officers like waving people.
Oh, like telling them to come in?
Bro, it was on Twitter. Like there was a man.
I saw one taking a
Waving.
selfie. Someone
No,
one guy taking
bro.
a selfie.
There was a man waving
Well, I believe it.
people in.
I believe it. It's crazy. Shit, at least we survived the end of the world.
What's also crazy is if you buy a bag of rocket fuel, at least for the next few days, it'll come with a pre-roll.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's indeed crazy.
Free gram pre-roll.
An end of the world pre-roll, you could say.
I don't think so.
No, I mean that was
The
one of
world's
the
ending. We need to go get more weed.
hell yeah, 100%. But I will say that was the craziest thing I think I've seen happen on domestic soil. But I'm glad it seems to be done with. It's tapered a bit. And
Hopefully.
hopefully. I have no idea. So
I
we
don't
got
know what.
so we got about 80 days left. So they tell us aliens are real.
What about the carts?
Yeah, the carts. Who knows if the USPS will be allowed to ship carts, which it's not looking like they will, starting in May, I think.
Dude, somebody was telling us 90 days the other day.
It could be. I mean, when I read it the first time, it was 120.
I was actually talking to High Stick, and they said it's 90 days.
Yeah, they might have. They might have, like, you could always change it at the last second, so they might have even lowered it. So 90 days. So, I mean, 90 days, so we're not allowed to ship carts through USPS.
Buy 3, get 1 free.
Yeah. And what that means really is they're making a law that means on the back end of every transaction of a vaporizer or a cart, there has to be somebody with a 21 ID that matches the purchase order to sign off on the package.
Which is almost impossible.
Yeah, so you would have to be home or be at your office, sign off for the package. So it makes it extremely difficult to ship through the mail, regardless of USPS,
Almost impossible
UPS,
for it to be
FedEx.
efficiently done.
Yeah.
And that, you said it applies to all shipping carriers?
Yeah. Like even UPS would still be required by law to get a signature of a 21-year-old in order to be legally shipping it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I think, I'm not an expert, but from what I'm reading is that seems to be what the conclusion
That would
is.
make sense.
Yeah. Because the law says that you have to have somebody that's like legally 21 and proved to be 21 receiving the package.
And as much as I hate to say it, I kind of like the law because high school kids shouldn't be smoking Juuls, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's what the law is made for. And it honestly fucking sucks that it like overlaps into what we're doing and overlaps into like Delta 8, CBD, how much it helps people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I've seen what like tobacco is doing to like kids in high school too. And it's like fucking them up for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like kids have been like coughing up blood at like 18 now.
There's always that like one either person or group of people who ruin it for everybody else, and it happens to be the
millions of kids though.
millions of children being manipulated by these tobacco companies.
Oh, it's sick.
Ruined it for all of us who just want to smoke some carts and get legally lifted
At an appropriate age. But with like if kids are really, because kids be in like bathrooms at school like hotboxing puff bars and shit like that, going through full pins each day.
Yeah.
Like they're actually killing themselves by the time they're like our age.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's crazy. That whole trend was always crazy to me. And when it first started, it was just a wild, wild west.
Yeah.
You didn't know what the hell you were smoking, but everybody was doing it. I never did it, thank God.
I had a friend who was making it and selling it.
Oh, why not? There was no regulation.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's and even now with it being regulated, who knows what the long-term effects.
The thing is, right now, it's just the convenience.
Yeah.
Because it's the exact same, like, it's like cigarettes, but cigarettes smell bad to most people.
Yeah, and when
you
I
know,
went to
like
high
all that
school,
stuff. Like,
there was the cigarette kids that would sneak cigarettes. Like they'd run out to like the softball field and secretly.
see, that was done by the time I got to high school.
Yeah. So like as I got into the end of my high school years, it definitely transitioned. And I switched to a private school.
Yeah.
So then they were smoking the vapes because they were
Yeah.
rich. That was like when I was young. It was like the rich kid thing.
It was expensive.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you just go buy one for $8.99 at the gas station.
Yeah, and they're
it was like you
everywhere.
had to have the cotton swab. You had to have. Do you remember the original dab pins with the domes?
Oh yeah, that it was like a little goblet thing on
It's
the
like
top.
a goblet, and
Yeah.
you drop the dab in there, and you missed half of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It had to like hit the nail, and then it would like burn and see. So like just the evolution of how easy dab pins, how easy tobacco pins and stuff like that have become too.
Yeah, and I wonder. I mean, there's just going to end up being some sort of technology that, like scannable form of ID that somebody comes up with that they could verify. So it creates a new process essentially for shipping, but that's going to be at least a year out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know what to do about these fucking middle schoolers smoking Juuls.
I think a better option, to be honest, would be for them to like link it with like your browser.
What do you mean?
Like your browser has some type of way, the browser you use every day, like Chrome, Safari, or you might have to even use one of those browsers to buy products. like with Chrome, you upload your information on, like, your driver's license on there, and that now knows that you're 21, and it verifies you across like all platforms.
I think one of our commenters was telling us that something like that exists, but I think with the law, their problem is on the receiving end.
No, and then when you get there, you still have to do it, but it makes it I guess it doesn't really expedite the process because you still have to be at home when they deliver that
exactly.
shit.
Like that's, I think, where it's
the hard
fucking
part.
up.
Yeah,
'Cause I know somebody said that they have a process on one of their websites where they upload a scannable shit of their ID, and then it like verifies their information. But I think the USPS they're tripping about the delivery.
Amazon will do it with drones. The drone's going to scan your face, and because it's going to deliver to where you are too. It won't have to deliver to your home.
Yeah,
so like if you're at work, you go outside, the drone comes down, 4K camera, looks at your face just like an iPhone. You have your face already uploaded onto Amazon.
ID right next to it.
It matches it. You get your product dropped off to you, and you walk away.
Yeah, or a fucking robot that drives a car, trolleys right up to your house, scans your shit, drives back. There goes Amazon drivers' jobs. It's just gonna be a self-driven car.
Far away from that, though.
You think if they have a self-driven car that pulls up in your neighborhood, filled with your packages, you walk up to the side of the truck, it has a little machine there, scans your face.
I think a self-driven car with somebody in the back is like really viable, though. I think somebody will still have to be in that for a long time. I think someone will be inside. I guess is what I'm saying.
Like a troubleshooting guy.
No, not even that. Somebody, like, the car just takes them places. They type in the address. The car takes them there, but they're preparing the package as they get there. They drop it off, and it just makes the process so much faster because they only work in the back of the van. They don't ever have to drive the actual car.
The way I'm thinking of it is like...
Somebody's got to be in it for a minute.
Maybe. I don't know how close we are to...
Because even the laws they're making... Because I remember in school we were studying about driverless cars, but, like, they're saying that the laws will not permit somebody not being in a vehicle for like a very, very long time, bro.
Yeah, no, I would be surprised as well. It has to be flawless. Like, it can have literally 0 accidents.
Yeah.
Even though humans get in accidents all the time, but robots are held to a higher standard because they're robots.
Exactly.
But, I think there'll always be at least one person, but...
If not, I don't think always, but I think for the next, like, 40 to 50 years.
But it would at least solve the problem of verification. Like, if you were able to... The Amazon truck stays out of your house from 4 to 8.
Yeah.
You just have to walk up at some point, scan your whole body. It tells you, okay, you're 21. And then the other, I guess the Amazon guy that organizes the package is just sitting outside smoking a blunt.
Amazon's soon going to bring products to where you are, though. Just going to your house is about to become antiquated, I think.
Oh, like you could drop... I think they could drop it off at work now. But I think you would have to put the address as your shipping work. It wouldn't be like as an individual.
But I mean, I'm talking about like it'll be there today and it'll be at work.
Yeah. Like, or it'll drop it off at your feet type shit. Like, just meet outside of this exact GPS location point. The drone's going to meet you right there at this exact time, and it'll just leave it at your feet.
Yeah. I think soon, though, they'll get it to the point where the people in the trucks, they're going to have so many of them. People are opening up franchises of them, and then they're expanding. I think it's going to get to the point to where it's going to be so adjustable that they're going to have a service available to where there's stuff that you can buy today. Like hot coffee type shit. Like a delivery service, essentially, but it's all still from the Amazon warehouse, and they just have drivers going in and out places making deliveries all day long, and everything is brought to where you are.
Yeah, I mean, they're just going to continuously expand it. Maybe
especially if COVID keeps stuff locked down.
Yeah, like and maybe that Amazon just controls everything.
We just don't leave houses. Yeah,
fucking everything.
We just allow them to. Yeah, it's so convenient.
Yeah, it's already happening. I mean,
it's already happening.
Now they're doing groceries. I think their next step is going to figure out how to get meats. I don't think they do like fresh meat and stuff yet because they don't have the infrastructure to hold it.
But that's what I mean. Once they start getting each one of those things, and then once they have the whole menu, first it's going to be, all right, you can get this meat in like 2 days, like tomorrow, 2 days maybe, like probably like 2 days. So just plan ahead for like a big party or something. And then it's going to be, all right, tonight's dinner is Amazon steak. And that was bringing it to you.
Slide it into a drone. Right. And there's like a couple small little Amazon grocery stores that are attached to these giant warehouses. They'll drone it right. Yeah, for sure.
We're going to stop leaving our home soon.
Yeah. It's going to be mandated to stop leaving your home soon. Corona 2.0 came out now, so that lockdown's coming back. I sure hope not, but I could see it.
Sheesh. Well, guys, Definitely stay safe.
Definitely.
Hope you guys have appreciated our conversation. I feel like we've been talking for a minute now.
26 minutes, exactly. So quite a good minute. But yeah, we always appreciate y'all tuning in. This is just another random episode we decided to make because in extraordinary times it requires extraordinary analysis by your favorite Delta 8 THC CBD connoisseurs.
True.
So we had to talk about the GP goes on vacation for 1 week and the end of the world almost happens.
Right.
Hopefully things get back to normal. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video.
What did we start the episode with? It was some random shit.
I don't even, oh yeah, I think you're snowboarding?
Nah, it was before that.
I don't even remember.
It was a whole joint ago.
A whole joint ago. Hell yeah. But as always, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I enjoy these random videos every now and then, so I hope you all do too.
Oh yeah.
And it's been another one.
Indeed it has.
Peace.